last 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. James is out there with Jake LaRavia. Then there's Smart. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kennard in at the point. And for Detroit, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game, the strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
Now, here's Duren. Pass to Cunningham. And the rejection by Ayton. Now, Kennard. And here is Ayton. Defended by Duren. Count it.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Smart. Back to LeBron. And they double up James. LaRavia. And it's off from three-point range. Now the Pistons with it. Pass to Cunningham. On the way, Harris. Stolen by Smart. To the inside. Here's Ayton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Harris looking it over. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
LeBron passes to Smart. Back to LeBron. Pass to Kennard. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Shoots over Duren. And another basket for the Lakers.
Smooth shooting from the mid-range. Ayton knows when to look to score from there.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
Well, Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Drives to the hoop. Outside, Smart. Pass to James. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Pistons. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Here's Duren. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected cam. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the middle. Here's James. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
And here's Harris from the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. At the elbow, it's Harris. Ayton against Duren. Just 5 on the clock. And Thompson kicks to Robinson. And the Pistons another three.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a T-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Back to Kennard. Pass to LeBron. Smart puts the pick in for James. That one doesn't go.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Robinson passes to Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. He's defended by LaRavia. Basket good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. Smart deciding where to go with it. Back to LeBron. Pass to LaRavia. Good, and the assist goes to James.
You can see why they initiate their offense through LeBron. Great decision on the kickout.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Cunningham, a screen on LeBron. Here's Duren. He's covered by Ayton. Shot's good by Duren.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Kennard with the ball. Scoreless thus far. James right side. Duren pulls it in.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Cunningham. Again, the Pistons good for two.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Outside, Smart. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
He's just got it on automatic right now, shooting 100%, and that'll keep your confidence high.
Thompson, a screen on Kennard. Cunningham passes to Thompson, and it's in there. 6 points now in the game from Asar Thompson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to LaRavia. And here's Kennard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Now, here's Cunningham. They lead by 7. Duren sets the screen for Harris. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's good.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Take a look at the Lakers. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
And for the Lakers, they're in a good spot. Looking to generate some momentum heading into the playoffs. I don't see them resting anyone. They want to finish strong.
Here's LaRavia. Bounce pass from Smart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's James. Los Angeles with another miss.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Thompson with the bucket.
Got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Now here's Smart. Hasn't made one yet. In the corner, Kennard with it. A three-pointer, no good. Pistons leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's James. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Now Cunningham. And another steal for him.
This guy has been stealing the ball at an incredible rate, closing in on 5th place on the all-time list.
His defense has been elite for years now. Now here's Ayton. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And staying with the play, Harris. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jenkins comes in for Robinson. Hachimura, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Smith comes in for Luke Kennard. Now Smith. 12 points his last outing. LeBron passes to Smith. Clock at 6. Pass to Ayton. Trying to get something going. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. James checked in for Los Angeles. Hurtling down the home stretch of this season, Greg, what do you make of potential first-round series in this postseason?
Well, there's certainly some matchups that I think plenty of fans would love to see, but we still have a bit of time for things to kind of fall into place. That's what makes this time of the year so exciting.
Harris, good.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's Ayton. Over Stewart. Hits the front of the rim and out. Harris against James. Harris dishes to Jenkins. Back to Harris. Stewart with the screen on LeBron. Harris kicks to Jenkins. No good from outside. Lakers trail by 14. Outside, James. 1:32 left to play in the first. The fadeaway, and there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by James. Ayton's got 13 points.
When Ayton is rolling, he is truly dangerous. He can just continue rolling with force all night long.
Stewart finds Harris. Cunningham on the wing. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Cunningham's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Lakers shooting 42% to begin this game. Laravia with the screen. James in the post. Harris is there. LeBron, good.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Harris against LeBron. Harris passes to Cunningham. Here's Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
They are just killing them on the interior.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Ayton inside. Guarded by Stewart, and that one's good, Ayton.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Cunningham with it. Pass to Stewart. Off target from three-point range. What a performance for Asar Thompson. He has been the story for Detroit. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Maxi Kleber is out there with Hayes. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Dalton Connect. Lakers trail by 9. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Using that 6'8", 230 frame, Hachimura powering through that contact with ease.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Smith comes in for Connect.
A reliable role player. Hachimura's versatility, especially scoring-wise, is what makes him so valuable.
And here is Jenkins. No scoring in this one. From deep, Herter hits the three-point bomb. And the Pistons lead by 9.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Pass to Smith. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Lakers working the ball around now. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Detroit leading by 9. Hayes with the steal. Now here is Smith. Not a lot of room. Pass to Hachimura. Inside. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Herter. The three. And the Pistons another three.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Smith. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. Duncan Robinson comes in for Kevin Herter. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But, Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. The Pistons are growing. Coach JB Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. but we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back over to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Kennard. Nothing on the board. Smart misses. Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Hachimura. Now, here's Kennard. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Robinson misses. Outside, Smart. Here's LeBron. Strong inside. What a move by James.
Good work on the block. I like when LeBron gets aggressive this close to the rim.
Pass to Holland. Back to Cunningham. Over Kennard. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here is Hachimura. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Had a hand on it. Holland, the pass to Cunningham. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Harris is checked in for Detroit. Jake LaRavia is checked in for the Lakers. In the corner, Smart with it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Holland outside for Robinson. On the wing, Harris. Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. And again, Cade Cunningham. 15 points in the game.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now, here's Kennard. And here's LeBron outside to end the run. The shot's good from Hayes.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Pass to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists now tonight. Now, Kennard. Smart. Good on the 3-point shot. Smart's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, Smart is money when the shot is in rhythm.
Cunningham passes to Holland. And here is Harris. Unloads from 13. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
So it's the Pistons now. After the basket by Los Angeles, Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. To the inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Outside, Smart. Back to Kennard. Over Cunningham. Kennard's shot is off. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham outside. Harris inside. Hayes on him. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Lakers trail by 14. Smart on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Gets an open look and hits. Smart's got 5 points now this quarter.
I wouldn't really call Marcus Smart a selective jump shooter, but he makes sure he gets a good look sometimes before he fires.
Now here is Harris. 11 points in the game. Back to Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Such an unselfish guy. Harris gives it away without hesitation.
Pass to LaRavia. Ayton the screen. There's the three. And that one's good. LaRavia's got 6 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Now Duran. Now here's Cunningham. No good with the triple. When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
This guy is so tough to cover all over the floor. Ayton can score in so many different areas.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
That free throw, no good.
And I love the footwork Ayton possesses. It's what makes him so dangerous close to the rim.
Holland, he's checked in for Duran. And the second free throw, good. Richard, we see such an influx of foreign players. Any concern that American-born players will fall behind?
100%. We have to change our development. We have to change our approach to youth basketball because right now the Europeans, one, hungrier, two, they have a greater approach for skill and technique at an early age.
Now here's Ayton. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. LaRavia passes to James. Back to LaRavia. Ayton the screen. Down low. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
He just pushed through. Ayton flexing for that and one.
He's got his fourth free throw of the game. All reads checked in for Detroit. Free throw drops for Ayton.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here is Harris. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Indiana. Count that one.
He's been doing this for a long time. Harris is so productive inside.
Lakers trail by 9. Kennard on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Pass to LeBron. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reed.
Some things change, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
Now, here's Cunningham. 19 points in the game. Harris a screen on Kennard. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. James looking around. Outside for Smart. And the three off target. Pistons leading by 6. Harris inside, guarded by Smart. Harris a screen. A steal. Ayton with it. Picked up by Thompson. All the way in, LeBron.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Kennard against Cunningham. Pass to Huerter. There's a good screen. Three-pointer. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
Here's LeBron. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. To Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Cunningham outside. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got 23.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
James outside. Ayton a screen on Thompson. LeBron dishes to Ayton. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. He's got 21.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on their work down low.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons lead by 1. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
On the court now with JB Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate. So we solved those. I think we give ourselves a good shot going into the half.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
You need to check your receipts, sir. Over 3,000 career assists. Apology accepted.
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually and as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you got to stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Now Cunningham after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Thompson left side. Shot clock at 6. Cunningham against Kennard. And that one, good. Cunningham's got 25 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. What goes up, Ayton will throw down. They knew just when to pass him that ball.
The Pistons shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Back to Cunningham. Duren with the screen on Kennard. Cunningham's shot is off. The Lakers trail for the lead. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice find from the big man, Ayton. I like watching this man scan the floor.
Outside, Robinson. The Pistons working the ball around now. And again, Cunningham missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Kennard kicks to LeBron. Lets it go with a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Cunningham. Duren with the screen on LeBron. James against Harris. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And that's the physicality he has, muscling through contact. Harris uses all of the tools to get his points.
Now here's Ayton. 23 points in the game. Nice shot by Smart.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Cunningham looking around. He takes it in. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
Lakers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just a big-time finish by Harris. One more coming at the line.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
A swing man that scores on all three levels. Harris is about as consistent as it gets.
James sets the screen for Smart. Misses the three. The Pistons have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Smart. 8 points for him. Pass to Kennard. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Cunningham, and he has 28 points for the game. Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. Cunningham's got 31 points.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Kennard for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Robinson. Harris setting the pick for Robinson. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside, Smart. LeBron outside. James connects from deep.
Once the last 3 went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
James against Harris. Pass to Duren. Thompson outside. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Ayton.
Lockdown rim protection from Ayton, rising at the exact right moment to deny that basket.
James against Harris. Back to Laravia. From outside, off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard. Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Laravia. James a screen on Thompson. Laravia with it. He has 6. Lets the 3 fly. LeBron drains it from the corner.
LeBron really added this into his game later in his career, becoming a threat from deep.
Harris outside. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Over Kennard. And a great move by Cunningham. 33 points for Cade Cunningham.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Josh contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. That one on Harris. Lakers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot.
James, no good on the free throw.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
First free throw is good.
A good percentage from here. Harris over 80% for his career.
And Harris drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Kennard. Back to James. Over Harris. James misses. Pistons leading by 3. Outside Robinson. Cunningham for 3. They get the rebound. Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. Second shot opportunity. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 6th assist on the night.
For now, over a decade, Harris has been getting buckets in this league. Another big night for Tobias.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Pistons making a change here. Jenkins checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hachimura is checked in. And here's Kennard. 12 points for him. Smart, wide open, he fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Smart's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here is Harris. He's got 24. Bucket is good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to LaRavia. Kennard for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Jenkins from downtown. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. LaRavia finds Ayton. And here is Hachimura. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Over Harris. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Ayton.
There you go. Ayton rising and firing with confidence.
Outside Robinson. On the wing, Thompson. Harris outside. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Harris has got 16 points here in the second half.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Ayton, the pass to Kennard. Outside, Smart. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Smart's got 9 points in the quarter. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thompson sets the pick for Harris. Thompson left side. Now here's Jenkins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
The real Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Smart. He's got 14. Back to Hachimura. Pass to Smart. The three. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Jenkins. Harris inside. He's against Hachimura. Harris, good. Now it's a 7-point Piston lead.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Kennard. He's got 12.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
No coverage that time. Jenkins got 6.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Hachimura finds LaRavia. Ayton in the high post. Shoots over Duran. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Detroit leading by 10. Thompson right side. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the three ball is good. He's got 9.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Smart. Now, LaRavia. Here's Ayton. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Detroit. 13 points up at the end of the period. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Hayes. Actually, Cleveland is out there with LeBron James, and it's Smith, and it's Hachimura in at the 2. Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Jenkins. Over Smith. And there's Jenkins. That's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists in the game. Now, here is Smith. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Smith. The tray. It's rebounded by Herter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Shots good by Jenkins.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And here's James outside. Drains the three-pointer. James has got 26.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here's Herter. To the paint. And the dunk by Stewart.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Hayes the pass to Smith. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Stewart. And here's Herter. Here's Jenkins. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Pistons lead by 17.
The vision of a point guard with that dish. Herter dicing him up with the pass.
Smith dishes to LeBron. Back to Smith. There's the three. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hachimura against Cunningham. Shoots over Hachimura. Cunningham's shot is off. Lakers trail by 17. Hachimura finds James. Hachimura with a screen on Herter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Harris is checked in for the Pistons. And the Lakers also making a change. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Smith. Now, here's Cunningham.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
First one falls for him.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Harris, right side. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 8 here in this one already. LeBron outside. And they double up James. Just 4 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons leading by 19. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Harris kicks to Herter. Stewart with the screen on Hachimura. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. Jenkins got 16 here in the second half.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
Here's LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Guarding James has always been a challenge. So good at getting the better of the defense.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I was.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Detroit leading by 21. Harris setting the pick for Robinson. Another 3 for Detroit.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the 3 by Detroit. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Through the defender, Aiden, he's gonna get his.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Robinson against Smart. Pass to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Now here's Smart. Oh, Ayton in position.
I wouldn't want to be that rim. Goodness, Ayton knows how to attack something with force.
So it's the Pistons now. Outside Robinson. Cunningham, a screen on Smart. Traps in the tray.
If you give him that kind of separation, oh, he's going to take full advantage.
Kennard, the pass to LaRavia. And it seems, Richard, sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
And Duran slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's James. 2 points. That one goes. LeBron's got 16 points here in the second half.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
Outside Robinson. And the Pistons another three.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Out to the right wing. Duran against Ayton. Lays it up off the glass. Ayton's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Harris outside. It's good. Harris has got 35 in the game.
Still fills it up. Harris is a force on both sides of the ball.
And James throws it down.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. In the corner, it's Robinson. The Pistons working the ball around now. Back to Harris. Takes the three. A rebound by the Lakers. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. James against Duran. James with it. In the corner, Smart with it. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists tonight.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Now, here's Cunningham. Lays it up and banks it in. Cunningham's got 39.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Outside, James. Pass to LaRavia. Off target from three-point range.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Harris outside. Duran sets the screen for Harris. Now Duran. He's covered by Ayton. And Duran slams it in.
And that's why you don't let them get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
Here's LaRavia. And it's LeBron missing. And here's Cunningham. There's the lob to Duran. Robinson passes to Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it will be the last time we see it happen.
He misses the free throw.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Kevin Huerter comes in for Asar Thompson. And it's Jenkins in for Robinson. He hits the second from the line. And it's Smart with the ball for Los Angeles. Pass to Kennard. Smart puts the pick in for Kennard. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the inside. Out to Harris. Cunningham outside. Back to Harris. Stewart in the corner. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The drive by James. And finished off by LeBron.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Cunningham sets a screen for Harris. Pass to Jenkins. Harris a screen from past the arc. Jenkins can't get it to go. The Lakers with the ball.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Detroit.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And they really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Cade Cunningham.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and
did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And it's James missing. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Here's LeBron. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.